be dead than eat cantaloupe.
Hence the signal.
Dorothy, it's a miracle. But why would he try to contact me now? Oh, my God, it's the ring that Miles gave me. Oh, Charlie doesn't want me belonging to another man.
Blanche, just out of curiosity.
I decided...
Wait, just a minute. They would fight over who got to keep the footprints you left in the mud?
It was a poor village, Dorothy. What did you want them to collect? Fabergé eggs? Anyway, I was too vain to be the second most beautiful girl.
Goodbye.
Pussycat, when's the last time I told you you were beautiful?
June 1st, 1949. At my wedding.
Oh, well, that's because pregnant women have that special glow. I think it's time to tell you...
Idle passion while I had to call a cab to take me home. Never mind. The point is, you snore.
Hey, let's face it, none of you was a day at the beach. Remember when we had that cold snap and the heat gave out? Boy, what a night.
Well, till just now, read that last paragraph.
My sentence has been overturned on a technicality. I'm getting out on the 21st. Now, finally, we can make all our dreams come true.
Isn't that terrible?
Well, he's written catchier stuff, but I wouldn't call it terrible.
This is too funny. Blanche!
Stevie? What happened to you?
Blanche, honey, what's happened to me is the most
Well, I know how you feel about animals, and since we're breeding mink for fur, eventually they're going to have to be killed, and I just didn't think you'd go for it.
Do they have to be killed?
No, Rose, many women like wearing coats that urinate. I understand. I grew up...
Blanche.
I don't know why you took a cab from the airport.
Blanche.
You should have called me. I would have picked you up.
Blanche. This is Doug. He's my friend. My very special friend.
Well, any friend of Clay's. Ah, so.
Isn't it what?
I didn't say they made us eat it. You have the option to go hungry. By the way, I'm moving out tomorrow.
Wait, Ma, wait, come back here. What do you mean you're moving out?
Your brother Phil called again. This time, Big Sally left him for good. She packed up the 4 kids and moved to another trailer court.
I thought they had...
You know what might happen to me if I didn't do my duty?
What?
Free swimming lessons with a cement kickboard.
Hi, girls.
Rose, honey, is something wrong?
No, I'm just a little depressed.
Oh, come on now, Rose. If there's something wrong, you can
Sick, Dorothy. The people I see can't walk, they can't swallow. Some of them can't breathe. Look, don't take this the wrong way, but have you ever thought about seeing a psychiatrist?
I have seen 2. Here are their letters. They both say there is nothing psychologically wrong with me. They believe it is physical.
What the hell do they know?
Honey, there's something in there that... Well, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know exactly how to say this.
Wait a minute. Where's Ma?
Oh, my God, no, the curse of the Summerall Falls Tunnel.
Sophia?
Ma?
What?
Ma, where are you?
Again.
Ma, go to bed.
Maybe I'll have some shredded wheat now. That way we'll get to the life sooner.
I'm really worried about her.
Oh, Sophia's always like that when you wake her up in the middle of the night.
Not Ma, Rose. Ever since she took that death trip, she's been a different person.
Well, that's no excuse.
They'll line up for you.
Really?
Your dance card is going to be full for the rest of your life, and you know it.
I don't know whether you meant that or not, Dorothy, but
Ma, don't you remember? I told you, Stan and Chrissy got a divorce.
I thought you said Stan and Chrissy got a horse. I'm 80. You gotta enunciate. Don't get me wrong. Horse, divorce. I could care less. I just hate being left with egg on my face.
All right, Stan.
Charlie.
What is the farmer's daughter?
You were right.
Thought it was a different kind of movie. Which brings us to Babes for 100.
Babes it is. The answer. Old Yeller, the China Syndrome, Truth or Dare. Charlie.
What are...
Miles? Miles!
Sweetheart, may I ask, what are you doing here? I didn't want you to see me like this.
I know. I just wanted a chance to say I love you. Oh, and there'll be no other man after.
After? After what?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Dorothy.
Milton.
Pleased to meet you, Milton.
What the hell is that for?
You're not getting into this bed, Stanley.
Then where am I supposed to sleep?
On the floor like any dog.
Fine. Just fine. Stan's Fornak doesn't have to beg a woman to get into bed. Women come to me.
Yeah. Right after they get the approval number on your MasterCard. Oh, Rose.
Do you like it?
Like it? Oh, honey, I love it. Oh, who wouldn't love a wooden brooch in the shape of a turkey's head?
Oh, no. No, that's a maple syrup spigot. Tantalizingly just out of reach.
Let me guess. St. Olaf County Jail.
And Delhi.
Look, we have to do everything we can to help Ma. Now, the three of us have got to put our heads together and try to figure out for certain how that fire got started.
You're so right, Dorothy. And we...
Oh, look, it's a letter from my friends, Philomena and Dominic Bosco back in Sicily.
Oh.
They're visiting Miami and they're bringing their daughter, Gina.
Who are they?
Oh, well, Gina and I were born within minutes of each other at the same hospital in Brooklyn. That's when Ma became friendly with Philomena, before the family moved back to Sicily.
Will the Boscos be...
About sex, this is a beautiful Christmas story, Dorothy. Now, that really hurts me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Blanche.
Well, anyway, after the boys had their donuts, actually, at this point, it does change more into a Veterans Day story.
In fact, what happened to Dorothy's ex-husband is not...
Well, ladies, the flu is going around, and I'm afraid you've all got it.
I told them that 2 days ago. Tell them something new for $50.
How long is it going to last? Or 24 hours, 48?
We're talking at least a week.
Oh, wait! But we have to go to a banquet Saturday night. Can't you give us a pill or something?
Sorry.
I wanted to wear something tonight that Dwayne's never seen me in.
Maybe you should try underwear.
Miles, I thought you were grading papers.
No, I wasn't. I lied.
Ma, give me a break. The dye gel's on the bottom shelf.
A gentleman. I realize this time it's only Stan, but next time it could be somebody appealing or charming or at least reasonably good looking. No offense, Stan.
None taken. Dorothy, could we talk for a minute?
Of course, for a minute. Come on.
You bring your wife with you, or did you make her stay home and clean out her toy box?
Well, then you pick a time. Well, honey, I really do want to see you. I think we have a lot to talk about, Janet. I've been thinking a lot about you lately. You mean this?
Hi, Dorothy.
Rose, there's something we have to talk about. There was an article in today's paper.
The one about the UFO being a secret bomber?
I'm sorry, Rose.
Sorry for what? Just because that one bomber wasn't a UFO doesn't mean we should stop watching for others.
I'm being dramatic, you moron. I mean, I spit at the name Dorothy. I have no daughter. I have no spit.
Honey, can't you go to the eye doctor tomorrow?
Please, I can hardly see.
Center.
It's sort of a flop house for infants.
That must be the baby and her nanny now.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late, but you'll never guess what happened today.
Tell me later. Give me the baby and leave.
She said,
Whoever thought it would rain for 24 hours straight? Red sixes. I forgot this. I don't want to go. Don't make me go, please.
Ma, you always loved it when we did things together. Why the sudden change?
Don't look at me. Rose is the one going through the change.
Well, that would explain the puffiness.
I need some coffee.
Oh, I'd love a cup, Sophia.
Me too. Touched. Do I have your $1,200?
You have my blessing and you have my money.
For another 1,000, I could go first class.
Arrivederci.
So we'll get.
Now, Sophia, remember, honey, play hard to get. It drives a man crazy.
Yeah. Read that somewhere, did you?
Play hard to get. Play hard to get. Play hard to get. Take me here. Take me now.
Freezer.
Hey, great.
Miami's sordid sex scene. Who's to blame?
That's her. She's the one.
Oh, no, this isn't about Blanche. And now that I'm associate producer of Wake Up Miami, I have to come up with topical show ideas for Sweeps Week. I need something that'll give us really big rating.
Willing to forget about it. So am I.
He has his good days and he has his bad days. You just never know what to expect.
No, I understand. My mother can be the same way. I guess it's just part of getting older.
Some of it. But my father...
How's this dress look on me? What's the difference? In half an hour, it'll be crumpled on the floor next to an empty bottle of Jack Daniels. Blanche, I want to ask you a question. Who was the president married to?
Nancy Reagan.
Of course, the thin one he helps out of the helicopter. This idiot thinks he's married to Broderick Crawford.
Rose, are you all right? You told me that Jackie makes you look like a chicken.
I know, but with your nose, you could pull it off.
Girls, you'll never believe what happened. I got a response from my personal ad.
You're kidding.
Great.
And it's just the sweetest letter. He apologizes for waiting so long to respond. He says he's
Uncle, the next...
Sherry Lewis and lamb chop.
I don't know if I could get my hand that far up your dress. But I'll tell you, for $10,000, I'd be willing to give it a try.
I didn't know the guy from Star Trek wrote plays.
So, Dorothy, what you're telling me is I'm going to take this recipe with me to the grave.
Right along with the secret of why Uncle Gino legally adopted that goat. Rose has got to find some new role models.
Which number 3?
He cast me as a witch? Well, who got Lady Macbeth? Don't tell me. Probably one of those little theater groupies with a mattress strapped to a...
Much. I've never seen so much of everything in my whole life. I went to Bloomingdale's, the store. I swear St. Olaf could fit into it. I went to the top of the Empire State Building. You know what I don't understand? How come the Fall didn't make 100 for half the money? So, of course, he got the contract. When the Navy came back to check on the progress 6 months later, they discovered there'd been a terrible misunderstanding. Phineas had made 100 Hoagie Heroes for $500,000. He claimed...
Make that 2 hours.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Ma.
Actually, we never got to the party at all.
Oh, my God, I don't believe this. I'm gonna call the cops if you don't get out of here right away, you pervert.
Hi, Father Rossi. Here's the canned goods for the needy.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm terrible. Should I? Oh, what the hell? Rose, what is Gawakanogan?
It's a lot like baseball, except instead of hitting a ball, you whack yourself on the head. After 10 whacks, if you're still standing, you take first base. It's usually a very low scoring. Well, luckily, there were some Druid priests who were in town for the opening of Stonehenge Land. They said they could stop it if they could sacrifice the town's dumbest virgin. I don't know why I raised my hand.
We'll help you next week. The point is, she practically glows every time she speaks his name.
Do you think Dorothy's in love?
Well, she's very definitely smitten. And with a little help from us, I think she can fire Cupid's arrow into the tushy of love.
The tushy of...
It's better as a teaching priest at St. Helens instead of a parish priest here. Well, we're going to miss you around here.
Look, I know priests are men and they have urges. What is it, lust? It'll pass. I do without you. Get used to it. Get cable TV.
Look, you've won. I'm begging you, take off the curse, will you? My golf clubs are missing. My clocks are all wrong. I can't sleep. I can't eat.
You can't sit.
That too. Please take it off.
Move the tree.
You'll be out of here tomorrow.
You got a deal.
Sure, Delbert was going to ask me that I turned down our only foreign exchange student, Cyril Mountbatten. Well, Daddy didn't like Cyril anyway because he was British. Daddy said the relationship would never work out on account of the language barrier. Daddy was a very caring and ignorant man.
You couldn't possibly have gone through everything.
Well, Kirsten, times have changed. Money just doesn't go as far as it used to.
We just came to help.
No, actually, you were gone so long, we were afraid you two were making another log.
In 15 years, you managed to piddle...
That she's unhappy that she lost her job. Or that she's going to blow up our kitchen. Wait a minute, Rose. Honey, if you didn't like your aunt, then why are you so upset?
Because I'll have to speak at her funeral. I'm terrified of speaking in front of people. It's my biggest fear in the world.
Why can't somebody else speak?
Good next in looking.
And it's touching how that Great Dane is paying its respects.
Okay, let's see. You said 8 years ago, Spring? That starts right here. I'm going to prove to you I am not a sexually indiscriminate person.
Well, her name isn't Bed.
Wait a minute. It says right there, you slept with a traveling salesman.
In fairness, it says that on her license.
What room are you in?
I better check. Sophia, who are Peter and Maddie, and why are they staying in Blanche's room?
Because Dorothy's room and your room are already rented.
Well, where am I going to sleep?
I could rent you half of my room.
Cheesecake, Rose?
Let's taste it and find out.
How's the skating going?
Left out one itty bitty detail about you.
That I'm a priest.
Uh-huh.
She didn't know.
What you think, you were just a boring dresser?
She's just never seen me in cleric's clothing.
I didn't know you priests could take your clothes off.
Maybe you'd better talk to her doctor about this.
You're right, Blanche. I guess I've just been hoping that things would improve by themselves. You know, I never thought Ma would lose her memory. Of course, I never thought Alan Alda would get on my nerves. Ma, can we talk for a minute? Oh, Rose, Miles called earlier.
Oh, he must have gotten the ring. I sent it back.
Honey, what happened? You were so happy about him yesterday.
But that was before I talked to Charlie.
What are you talking about?
Well, I heard Charlie's voice coming out of Sophia. Guess what? I don't like to brag, and it took me practically all morning. But by reinforcing the command with love and a doggy treat, I finally taught Bingo how to sit.
Sit down, Rose.
Okie dokie.
That if you are indeed my friends, you will forget about it too, and never bring the sordid subject up again.
I know I'm going to give her a party.
You know, I actually feel sorry for Blanche. Don't you, Ma?
Who's Ma? For dinner.
Dorothy, tell me something else that's on your list. An entertainer.
Entertaining people, getting my master's, and I wanted to sleep with Michael Del Vecchio.
Wait a minute, Michael Del Vecchio? Is he tall with black hair? That's to Norway, so naturally it seemed like it would be in their best interest to band together. Oh, boy, was that a mistake. You see, they couldn't agree on what to do with the herring.
Oh, well, that's understandable. I mean, the possibilities are overwhelming.
Exactly. The Johansons wanted to pickle it.
Would work while we talk.
Okay?
Immigration, Peppy, immigration. Nobody has to worry about anything. This is the chance of a lifetime. Even if Peppy loses next week's fight, he still gets $10,000.
How is that possible?
It's a guaranteed purse, and for our lousy 3... Hi, pussycat. Gee, you look nice tonight.
Thank you.
But lean over here and smile. I think you have something on your teeth.
Oh, really?
You know, Jerry, when I was a little girl, my father misplaced his daily planner, too. It was when we were on the way to the state fair. Speaking of state fairs, is it true that you're cheap?
Oh, my goodness, we have company.
Francis as in Francie or Francis as in Frank?
I don't know. It's wearing yellow.
We could find out, Rose.
Oh.
Put on the Dolphins game and see if it watches by looking, Rose.
We could change its diaper and see if it...
What's private? I diapered you.
Yeah, but you didn't diaper Lucas.
I'd like to. Listen to me. I'm as giddy as a 60-year-old.
I am glad you're okay with Maz coming to live with us in Atlanta. I really think she'd be a little lost without me.
It's my pleasure, Dorothy.
Relax, Sophia. It's just a piece of property where Dorothy and I talked about retiring someday.
Wait a minute, Stan, I can't sign this now.
Oh, come on, babe. I thought everything was agreed.
But this has to be signed in front of a notary public. And don't call me babe.
Darn. Can you meet me in the notaries tomorrow?
But do I have a choice?
You're beautiful.
He and I took a bus to Palermo to look up our old friend Teresa DeFino. We spent 2 hours on the bus, another hour looking for her house. We finally find the house, knock on the door, and what do you know? She died.
Ma, it happens.
That morning.
Yeah, but I mean, aside from that, you and Augie really had a great time, huh?
It's your eyesight. Then people are telling you to turn down the TV set when you can barely hear it. And you could live with that. But this, they're trying to take something from me that I just won't give. I can't let this happen, Dorothy. I can't lose my Sal. Not again.
Woe is me. Woe is me.
Problem, Blanche?
Yes. It's my hair. It has split ends. It's dull and listless. It makes my face look...
It's age?
Would never do anything so repulsive.
So what happened?
Oh, Bobby Joe Porter explained to me that the cigarette part was optional.
Remember that one time you walked in on me, Dorothy?
Oh, yeah. I still remember what you said. Mommy's sick, get help. Between Kate and Dennis.
I said it. I used it in the story. What do you want me to do, embroider it on your underwear? Just stay out of it.
I don't know if I can do that.
Then you're gonna lose Kate. And someday Stan will be the one to call you up and tell you have a grandchild who you're never gonna see.
I have to admit, you would have made a very good psychologist.
Great idea, Pussycat. Give Blanche an office with a couch and a license to charge by the hour.
And wide and never lose heart, for I know one day my prince will come.
Now, what was that supposed to mean?
I wasn't paying close attention, but from what I could make of it, she's gonna sleep with that little black guy prince.
Old age. You don't leave fingerprints anymore.
My twilight years.
You're in the twilight zone. Hopi Indians are walking.
Mrs. Zabornak?
That's right.
You taught English. Eastwick High, 1975, when Mr. Martinez had his sex change?
Yes! I was there for the whole semester while he went shopping for new clothes. Pelvis, I am not interested.
And the world heaves a collective sigh of relief.
Just hit that music, girl, and follow my lead. Look into my eyes.
My daughter, no matter what he has to say, she'll see right through it.
Good for Kate. I think that bum deserves everything he gets.
You know, I'm glad he showed up. Now she can get it all over and done with.
Do you think she'll still have time to see Marlo Thomas? Because I'd sure like an autograph. Drop out to go to Lars' funeral.
I thought Lars' funeral was yesterday.
It was. But he requested an authentic Viking funeral, and every time they tried to set him and his ship on fire, the Coast Guard kept putting it out. They had to reschedule for today.
Well, she makes a beeline to him and gives him such a kiss you could practically suck the beard off his face.
I don't remember Uncle Carmine having a beard.
He was in a Santa suit, and he had one of those hook-on beards. Well, I mean, I can't believe what I'm looking at. So I go to her and I yank her into the pantry.
Scared me to death.
Oh, me too.
He scared me too. But you want to know something? It could be worse. I mean, we could each be alone. At least we're together. We have each other.
Anyway, I'm glad I got back before Kirsten and Charlie got here.
Who's Charlie?
Rose's granddaughter.
That's a girl's name, Charlie? That's a bookie's name.
Honey, she's named after Rose's husband.
Rose's husband was a bookie?
He sold insurance.
An even bigger racket.
Are Miss July's all-time favorite films?
You're right once again, and I believe that she has taken up windsurfing since her magazine appearance.
That's correct, Alex.
Thank you, Johnny. Charlie?
Hey, I'm on a roll. Give me more babes for 500.
Wait a minute. This is ridiculous. This isn't Jeopardy.
It's a dream.
Blanche, I don't think you're going to have to worry. It's not going to happen.
Has anybody seen a small bottle of pills?
Brown bottle, Patton's Pharmacy label, your name on the prescription?
Yeah.
Never saw it.
Ma.
All right, yesterday I was looking for the oregano and accidentally knocked them into the sink. I forgot all about it.
Fragrance drives a man to the absolute limit of his self-control.
Now he tells me that he's going to serve wild duck and crayfish. They come from the wetlands. It's like holding a Save the Whales function on a Japanese trawler.
Is there an open bar?
You know, Ma, that's part of the problem. Nobody cares. Sure.
Yes, may I come in?
Oh, please, please, come right in. May I take your hat?
Thank you. You must be Dorothy. Rose has told me all about you.
I wish I could say the same.
Dorothy.
Oh, hi, Ma.
Listen to this. If I were truly free, O fire of my loins, I'd take you to a paradise in the sun where we could lie naked, bronze body against...
Now, look, Rose...
Wait, what about the dress Jamie Farr promised us from MASH?
No, it hasn't come yet.
But he promised.
Honey, we have a lot of other stuff. It's okay.
No, it's not. He let you down. Well, I'm not surprised. You couldn't trust Klinger on guard duty, and you can't trust him now.
Rose, take it easy.
Oh, I'm the one who's supposed to take it easy.
Promise? Why don't you ask me to sign it in blood? What happened to trust? You don't want me to drive a car? Fine. But don't ask me to promise. Don't humiliate me. Leave me with what little dignity I have left.
Ma, I'm sorry, honey. Of course I trust you.
Oh, girls, I'm devastated. Just devastated.
Honey, what happened?
I asked my teacher for help like you all told me to. He said the only way I would get an A on his final is if I sleep with him.
No.
Oh, yes. I just don't know what to do.
Get it in writing. I'm going to find Mangiacavallo. I wanted to see the tasty little morsel he let slip through his fingers.
Where's Doug?
Oh, he's checking our coats. Blanche, I want to thank you. You know, he's really a very nice guy.
Well, that's fine for you, but I don't know why I even came. This is the last time I ever date a doctor.
But in general, it refers to the kind of person you don't want to share your hoogenkoggles with.
Rose, if you say one more of those stupid words, so help
blow it
me.
out your tube and burbles.
Oh, God. This brings out the artist in me. Hi, girls.
Hi, Blanche. You're not going to go to work dressed like that, are you?
No, Rose, I'm going to put on pumps instead of slippers. Why does she even ask such things?
I'll allow it.
Susan, please. This is not the time or the place.
It's me, isn't it? I've driven you away. What if I dyed my hair? I'd even dye it that color. If they still make that color.
Susan, it's over, and you have to accept that. And a word of warning, I haven't graded your...
Ma. He's not old. He's a perfectly healthy young man.
Just be home before midnight, Dorothy.
Excuse me, sir.
Go away.
Just a minute.
What are you talking about?
I never heard such a racket.
I thought you were making love.
No, I wasn't. No, it was a nightmare, an awful nightmare, just terrible.
Isn't it interesting how the sounds are the same for awful...
You mean I can have another Diet Coke?
Of course you can, darling. Well, she's even more charming than you said, Blanche. Matter of fact, waiter.
Do down here. We can take him to Disney World, the Seaquarium, the Everglades, Rambo.
Rambo?
The movie with Sly Stallone.
I sat through it twice. You'll love it. He sweats like a pig and he doesn't put his shirt on.
Listen to my little soldier, knocking on heaven's door and still throwing his voice to make me laugh.
No, Rose over here, in this bed.
Miles?
I would like to introduce you to that extraordinary 9-year-old girl right now, Rose Nyland.
I'm Rose Nyland.
Oh, boy.
I'm the one who wrote the letter.
Oh, boy.
Be serious. I mean, where are you going to get the $400? Just a rough guess.
Sophia, without going into a lot of psychological detail, I believe Stan's clinging to Dorothy is really a suppressed longing for his mother's love. Now, my theory is that subconsciously, he's...
Feel better. They make the most terrific root beer float. They have that old-fashioned root beer.
Look, Rose, get off the float. Just get to the point.
Well, after I drank it, I started to get sad again. And then I saw the answer right in front of me.
What?
A help wanted sign.
Oh.
And?
I am...
We're coming.
Who could that be? Everybody I invited's already here. Sophia!
Ma, what are you doing here? You know you're not supposed to leave the home. You're still recovering from that stroke.
What recovering? I'm back 100%, knock wood.
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow. Ma, I mean it.
Lighten up. I told you before. I only want a license to have, not to use. It's a symbol of my freedom, my independence. Now give me $50.
What for?
A guy named Paco makes these babies up in his garage.
Oh, Jamie, so good to see you again.
Well, I'm glad to see you, too, even if it is only for the weekend. Fortunately, the business with the will shouldn't take long.
Well, I shouldn't think so. I'd hardly expect Mama Devereaux to leave me the family silver.
Well, as her executor, I had to go over her will with her.
Let's.
Really? Would you like to go to bed with me?
Take me out to the ball game. Stanley, these seats are pretty far from the field.
Yeah. Dorothy?
To see each other ever? Is this the way you want things left between you?
Wait a minute. Are you referring to Francesca Ragusso's Christmas party back in '55?
Yes, the one where you kissed my Carmine.
What? I never kissed Carmine. You never even kissed Carmine.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Friday night, we're planning on having dinner at Joe's Stone Crab.
Oh?
Hey, it's your wedding anniversary.
Oh, yeah, right. Sounds nice.
Ma, you didn't forget, did you?
Oh, forgive me. I forgot something. Maybe you should ship me back to Shady Pines. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be in the living room being...
Does that mean it's gone?
That means I shouldn't eat asparagus at dinner. That means it's gone.
Let's get out of here, Gladys.
I'll be right there. I just wanted to apologize to you ladies. Leonard has been...
Call the exterminator.
Oh my gosh, that must be Lucy. All right, now you all, please, no more rat talk. Lucy. Hi. Oh, get in here. I want you to.
Gloria tells me you're going to go live with her.
That's right. I think it's best.
Well, isn't that kind of a fast decision?
Why, you think I'm making a mistake?
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, not if you think it's best.
What do you think?
Well, I can understand why you'd want to live with her. I mean, she can...
On the stage for 5 hours talking about God and eating graham crackers. They wore masks to cover their faces, but other than that, they were totally naked.
And you stayed through the whole evening?
Well, I would have left, but one of the actors looked so familiar to me.
Maybe we should go see.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have a weapon.
Please, the three of you without makeup is enough to scare anyone.
So I was hoping you could help me get comfortable on camera so I'll be ready when he gives me my assignment.
You know, Rose, that's not a bad idea. This'll be the camera. And let me see you interview Dorothy.
Oh.
Talking about
Blanche's date.
He turned me down again. I'm just devastated.
Oh, come on now, Blanche. You said yourself you didn't find him that attractive anymore.
That's not the point, Dorothy. The point is to Blanche Devereaux, sexuality and attractiveness are two very important things. They are Blanche Devereaux.
I count, but at least I want my turn at bat.
Well, I have to admit I'm somewhat interested and a little bit curious, and suddenly now quite nervous.
Maybe it's not meant to be with your grandmother wandering around.
She has a bus pass.
I can have Andy drive her. Come here.
Companionship or love? I wish I could do something.
Start a club.
Dorothy, how'd things go tonight?
I am so happy that I followed... He followed me home, Ma. Can I keep him? Can I, huh?
Dorothy, what's going on here?
Ma, this is Don. Don, my mother. Ma, Don plays George in Beatlemania.
And Paul, when Ernie's sick.
Mrs. Doolittle to show me that it didn't hurt. And I'd come out from under the bed and you'd put it on my chest and next day I'd always feel better. You remember, Ma?
Think you might like a little company tonight? You know what he said? Maybe some other time, Blanche. Can you believe that? Maybe some other time.
Blanche, that doesn't seem so mean.
He had the band spell it out on the field. And Dorothy, to this...
I haven't met anyone as good and decent as Rose since Pat died. And I think I'm falling in love.
No more witnesses.
Your Honor, may I say something?
You may speak.
Your Honor, this is all a very simple mistake. Stan and I are ready to get an exterminator to take care of those bugs. I don't know how this thing got so far, but believe me, we are not criminals.
Oh, I see your point. Well, what about this? Miami is nice, so I'll say it thrice.
Right, who the hell says thrice?
It's a word.
So is interuterine.
Fine, okay, if you think that's best.
Oh, Ma.
So anyway, Dorothy, like I was saying about Grammy's plantation.
Blanche, I cannot believe you.
You said you weren't going to talk about this till later.
I know, but Ma almost died.
Well, she's got her color back, hadn't she?
I meant the refrigerator.
I'm gonna call the repairman.
I already did. He said he'd be over in 15 minutes. That was 3 hours ago.
Well, let's break out the ice cream. What's this?
I froze my underwear to stay cool. I'd lend you a pair, but on you, I'm afraid they...
You think I'm crazy? No, I don't. But I do think you need help. I mean, you don't eat, you don't sleep, you're afraid all the time.
You got nothing to fear but fear itself. And, of course, the boogeyman.
Hey, you see, when you fired... Oh, now we don't have to go into that. Here, a little gift from us to you.
Well, isn't that nice? A tiara?
Well, you said to get something I'd buy for myself.
House while I pick up Angela.
Whatever you say.
Ma, get away from the back door.
You got eyes in the back of your head or what?
No, why can't you just relax and enjoy your surprise?
Because the last surprise I got was when I walked in on your cousin Vito parading around on my girdle.
Thank you.
Damn, I'm good.
Good morning, ladies, and welcome to our show. I'm Guy Corbin, and this morning I've arranged something especially for you. Fresh ground coffee and prune Danish. Tiffany, why don't you tell them all about it right now?
Dorothy. Discard already. I'm 80. I'd like to live long enough to see the next hand.
Don't need to, Ma. Gin.
You're taking advantage. You know I'm whacked out on blood pressure medicine.
Honey, if the medicine bothers you, change the prescription.
I like being whacked out.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. My date...
None of your business, and that's the truth.
What's the biggest lie you've ever told?
I once told my sister Charmaine that she was left on our doorstep by gypsies.
What?
Oh, Blanche, why would you want to do a thing like that?
She annoyed.
Oh, Stan, I went to 3 different stores, but I finally found the stuff you asked for to make you go to sleep.
Oh, wow. Strawberry Quip, you are the best, babe. I'm going to go take a shower. If you could bring me a mug of that stuff in about 10 minutes, it would be perfect.
Dorothy, that man is driving me crazy.
Me too. Vacations, botched operations.
Rose, do a big ugly man with a limp a favor and shut up.
Dorothy, nobody likes being in the hospital, but it's natural to be afraid.
She's right, darling. Everybody has fears. Now, all my life, I had an incredible fear of flying.
So did I mention that my daughter and her roommates just left on their vacation? They'll be gone for 5 days. Anyway, I notice we're always smiling at each other. So I was thinking, now that we have a little privacy, maybe sometime we could smile and talk, you know, over a glass of...
What are you, anyway, a 42 regular?
Look, I'm sorry if I seemed insensitive, but in every relationship, there are always times when you don't want to be with each other. I mean, Stan and I went through a period where we had no marital relations at all. I totally... The little man who lives in there who turns the light on and off, he'll tell you.
I'm not in the mood for jokes, especially about the little man. You know he scares me. It's really been hitting me lately. Everybody's job down at the TV station is exciting but mine.
Our favorite little girl.
I love you.
I love you too.
It ain't gonna worry me for long. It ain't gonna worry me for long.
I'll get up in the morning and I'll still be singing my song.
Translated, it means, I hope you have a license to carry that gefurfen.
And this is a quality that you look for in a man?
Yes. Oh, maybe I'm crazy to be so attracted by someone I hardly know, but I can't.
On the largest tobacco plantation in all of Cuba. Do you know that at one time I was the most famous Fidel in the entire country? Until you know who showed up.
Who?
Rex the Wonder Horse, Rose.
How did you know about Santiago Cigar?
People with money is how we got things done in New York. In Sicily, a car off a horse's head and put it in somebody's bed. Oh, Sophie, you're making that like hell. Our garbage commissioner, Fredo Lombardi, went on strike once. He woke up the next morning sharing a pillow with National Velvet.
After we were married, I told George that the only thing that could have made that evening more romantic was if we'd had candles and wine and a big blanket. So on our 10th anniversary, George fired up the old Packard and we drove along the same road. See ya. Bye. Dorothy, are you all right?
Oh, she's a trooper. She'll be fine, won't you, Dorothy?
Not until I taste his blood.
Now, you don't mean that. Listen, I want you just to take a deep breath and think pleasant thoughts. Come on now. 1, 2, 3.
Leave anything out.
Well, he was so thoughtful and considerate, affectionate.
With whom?
With me. No, I had the time of my life last night, and even if he never calls again, at least we'll always have Don's Crab House.
Send the word to beware. We're coming.
How's Blanche?
She's fine. She'll be up and back on her back in no time.
Sophia, knew about that a long time ago. Nolan told me. And he said you were the one that was lousy. Take that back. Won't. Will. Won't.
No,
Will.
come on, girls. Now, let's examine our priorities. We have no food, water, or shelter. Besides, I also slept with Nolan on that fateful trip.
I finally got my membership card from the Shoppers Warehouse store.
Gloria at the museum shops there, but don't you have to buy everything in large quantities?
So what? They give you great bargains. Well, look at this. If you buy 10 boxes of adult diapers, they're only $8 a box.
Ma, you don't wear diapers.
A lot of my friends do.
What am I wearing? Well, to be perfectly honest, a nun's outfit. Oh, that sounds good to me. Uh-huh. I'll be over there just as soon as this storm lets up. Oh.
Something happens. I want you to look after Dorothy and Blanche and Sophia for me.
Sure, Mom, whatever you want.
And there's something else I want to tell you. Now lean in close. This is very important. Live from New York.
The kids from burning the school down before the other teacher gets back.
Now, normally you'd be right, but this class knows that I'm filling in for the whole semester. And I must say, it's really nice having the same class every day and watching them grow and learn. And of course, they're not trying any of that usual substitute shenanigans.
Idea. That's bad news.
I don't want to hear any more about this, and you and I can argue till the cows come home.
We're home. Oh, what a day. I wasn't able to get any work done today because of that new girl, Abby. I mean, she's constantly up.
Did you hear that, Dorothy? Surprise parties make Blanche want to throw up.
Honey, why don't you go and take that bath, and we'll just forget the fact that, that today is really your birthday.
Well, I don't see how anybody can hate birthdays.
Okay, enough chit-chat. I fix it so all this will come crashing down on your head.
What are you talking about?
I'm finally gonna get my revenge. I put a curse on you.
There are no curses, Sophia. That's 1,000 miles and 100 years ago.
Sophia put a curse on me.
Hey, it's hotter in here than it is outside. Oh, no. Of all days for the air conditioner to break down, we better call the repairman.
Oh, his number's in the kitchen.
So is the ice cream. We can have some while we're waiting.
Complex. Salad, not Julius.
Rose, maybe you ought to work on the knishes. Or did you have an uncle who was a Mr. Potato Head?
Oh, Dorothy, you're just cranky because you haven't had a cigarette in a while.
Maybe a little, but I'll tell you the truth. I really think I'm over the worst part of it.
If you can find something to compliment him on.
Hi. Is it my imagination, or do you have less hair on your knuckles?
Well, it could be, Sophia. At my age, everything starts to go.
Sophia, it's Miles.
Eh?
See him? Banana boat time. He's talking to himself.
He is not. He's wearing dentures and they just keep slipping.
Sure, right.
Oh, my God, they've bonded.
Hey!
What are you doing?
We were going to watch the Nun story. I've never seen it before.
Oh, she leaves the convent in the end. Here it is. Ironside.
No, he was sent up the river on a morals charge.
Are you okay, Sophia? You're awfully quiet.
What? Oh, it's just that talking about Lillian makes me think about the future.
Oh, Ma, honey.
Oh. Hello, princess. Oh, you look absolutely beautiful.
I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank your mother. There aren't too many women around who could swallow their pride after what went down between us. You're awesome, babe.
Rams.
Do you know that nasty butcher down at the deli?
The little guy with 4 fingers?
That's him. I don't know, but every time I order roast beef, he cheats me. I don't know how he does it. I stand there and watch as he slices a big, juicy roast.
Give me one of those.
Hide this stuff.
Where shall I hide it?
In your brassiere, Rose. Just throw them away.
I'm going to get the EKG machine. I'll be right back.
Well, I'll call the paramedics and tell them not to come.
Oh, thanks, Blanche.
Dorothy, is he single?
I hate being called a widow. It sounds so permanent and final, and I don't believe for 1 minute that it is. I know someday Charlie and I are going to be together again. Probably not in the old house. We don't need that much room. I mean, the kids are grown and we'll both be dead.
It's there when you're down. And family stops at nothing. Nothing to help one of their own. Blanche, I want my brother Angelo to come here and live with us.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sophia. There's just no room.
Hey, I tried.
Wait a minute, Dorothy. You're somebody impulsive who'd sweep me off my feet. He'd pick me up in his convertible Porsche and whisk me to the airport, and we'd fly to his villa in the south of France, where we'd blindfold the orchestra and dance until dawn. And then we'd watch the sun come up over 2 steaming cups of cocoa.
You're making this up, XQ. I can't believe that you were ever a spy.
I can't believe I told you. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to kill you.
Someone was actually able to deceive me once.
Amazing that 3 people could accumulate so much stuff.
Will you look at this? I got this doll on my 10th birthday. Oh, I can't believe I've kept her all these years. Her hair's falling out, her clothes are all worn. She smells of mothballs.
Hey, I may not be Aunt Margaret, but I'm still your mother.
I remember my mother making me practice the tuba 3 hours a day, 7 days a week for 10 years. Oh, I hated it, but it finally paid off.
I didn't know you played the tuba.
Oh, I don't. No, I gave it up. But I can blow 32 pounds of air into a tire in less than a minute.
Dorothy, you just have to believe me.
It's not enough that you have had half the men in Dade County. You have to have everyone else's man. It is pathetic.
I have just never felt so betrayed in all my life. All right, I haven't been a good friend to a lot of people, but I have been a very good friend to you, Dorothy. And you take...
Honey, are you feeling better?
A little. I tried this technique I read about to cheer myself up. You stand in front of a mirror and you tell yourself, I love you, and then you give yourself a great big hug.
Yeah, my son Phil used to do that all...
Take it easy, take it easy.
Dorothy, I'm scared. I've never seen Rose look so terrible.
I know. I'm worried, too.
Will you two knock it off? I'm telling you, there's nothing to worry.
Music by Vipin Vinayak.
ससुर में आईनी बकची उमरिया हो नैहर में लागल न केहू की नजरिया हो ये सखी सुना तारू ससुर में आईनी बकची उमरिया हो नैहर में लागल न केहू की नजरिया हो पहले परदेस साथ देख सैया धोखा बलमा बिना हाँ बलमा बिना सजिया ना देवे मजा बलमा बिना सजिया ना देवे मजा सपना में आके सतावेला संवरिया हो सुतला में कपनियन गोड़ला सजरिया हो सुतला में कपनियन गोड़ला सजरिया हो सपना में आके सतावेला संवरिया हो सुतला में कपनियन गोड़ला सजरिया हो दुखवा सुनाई साखी जाके के कर पाजा बलमा बिना हाँ बलमा बिना सजिया ना देवे मजा बलमा बिना सजिया ना देवे मजा
Music by Vipin Vinayak.
पिंक जनती जे ऐसन हलतिया हो जय नहीं देती धैल रहती पजरिया हो जय नहीं देती धैल रहती पजरिया हो बिपिन के जनती जे ऐसन हलतिया हो जय नहीं देती धैल रहती पजरिया हो कहत कर जोड़ साथ छोड़ी हमके ना जा बलमा बिना हाँ बलमा बिना सजिया ना देवे मजा बलमा बिना सजिया ना देवे मजा